black people. It's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody move.
We are in a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
Maisha ni ya ghetto, msaliti ni petro, sheria muna kwao, wazimu pia na hao, furaha sio mfano, ukabila ndio kwao. Hapo nishafika, ukweli na Afrika, kadiri ninashika, furaha kwa lahiki, wenda kwa mashabiki, raji kuziki, beef na fiki, hit na dhiki, muda muna wiki.
Hey, my brother, you know I had to call you and thank you personally again. I cannot describe to you how happy I was to meet you in person finally. That was just like amazing.
Self, and you don't realize it. You don't realize it that God has been imprisoned. The devil was able to imprison God. So right inside your own self, your God self has been imprisoned, and you have a false sense of self running rampant inside the temple. This is why, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We have to bring reality's temple here on earth. Reality's temple here on earth, because
Yes, sir.
we have to realize the enemy is running rampant inside this temple, and we have to recover.
And things on paper that say, if you do this, we're going to punish you by incarcerating you, and you break them and you're dumb enough to get caught, then you're just dumb.
All right. Shout out to Reality's Temple in the building. Well, just for myself, I got to get him on here, man. You talk about somebody polarizing. Whoa. that brother is, I'll leave that alone. Shout out to the brother, though. Just
to ring out in perfect harmony, Terry Ellis becomes the first of the divas to offer the world her singular sound. And she does just that on Southern Gas.
Peace, prayer, and knowledge.
I'm Soul Sister J.
I'm Soul Sister D.
And I just wanted to say thank you for all the people who helped to the medical fundraiser for my uncle Taalik. And it has meant so much to us that you would help, because without you guys, his life would not be possible and we would not be with him today right now. And I just wanted to say, for all of you that helped and that donated, I would really like to give a big thanks, and I hope that I can meet you one day and say thank you in person. I love you guys, and next.
I trust that feeling. Does anybody have any questions of me before I get out of here? Let's see what you guys are saying. What's up, Soul Sister Rona? Hey, Taalik. I'm the brother that did Mike Jackson in Tunica, Mississippi. Hey, now. Hello to Terry. Respect. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up.
Come on. Assemble the people, Gomani. We will not be defeated by witch doctors' illusions.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
And that is Brother Taalik from the Reality Temples on Earth channel. And if you get a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe to his channel. He's a good brother. You know, he's doing good work, and he wants to do good constructive things. He has good information to provide. So please do check out his channel if you get a chance.
Welcome to the Reality Temple on Earth. My name is Jeroen, and I would like to say that AngelSnup isn't a racist at all. He's a good friend.
But you, a lot of your video content to me was very informative. You know, the things you talked about had substance, man, and I first really knew about you because of JT Riley 1, Real Nigga News, and you and him got into a conflict with each other, and when I did my website, you were the only brother, and let me stress that. Because when I did that website, blackcommune.net, and I did the video and I asked the black YouTube community, the so-called black YouTube community, to give me your videos. Because at the time, a lot of brothers were getting flagged and videos taken down. So I said, you know what? You can put your videos on my website so that the message can still be heard for all to hear. You know, something like, you know, a little I made that website for everyone, but you were the only one that gave me permission to use your videos, and I thought that was very honorable of you, and really a testament to how much you cared about the black community.
My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
In a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
What dear?
Cause I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
Just keep it going.
In the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what we call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty AngelSnup number 7. I am your soul brother, number 1. Before we come into this life, many of us would not argue. Of course, you're always going to have those who will argue. But the vast majority of us will agree and conclude that we began life in our mother's womb, a combination of 2 cells that began to split into 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, into the billions of cells, creating different operating systems that form an embryo developing into an infant, and we come into this life. We come into this life due to a process of evolution, of transformation, of growth. And then we enter this life and we continue this life, except the reality is now you're maturing to an ultimate completion and eventual death. So in our mother's womb, the mission is to bring us into life. And we continue that life once we are born. But as individuals, we are now on our way to termination. This is the reality that we know and experience. Anything other than this is pure belief, pure speculation. It is opinion. It is, I assume. But nevertheless, it is a process of evolution, a process of maturity. However, we understand that coming into this life, we know nothing. Nobody. You are strictly on, and your actions strictly rely on instinct. So you seek out your mother's breast, or your mother give you a bottle of Similac, and you pee and you do. That's all you know for a long time. Is you want to drink, you want to eat, you want to pee, and you want to do. That's what we do. And then our brain begins to mature, and it begins to save information. It begins to react to the stimuli in the only reality that we know. I will say that again. Your brain begins to react to the stimuli in the only reality that we know. But as soon as our brain begins to get to a certain level of maturity, then others begin to feed our brain things that is outside of the brain, which we call religion, which we call spirituality, which we call getting the information, what we call obtaining the scholarship. And these things begin to influence our mind. It begins to influence our behavior as well as our reaction to general society, our nation, our tribe, our family. So a combination of religion, spirituality, the behavior of society in general, what we experience, our interaction with other human beings, our family, it begins to make up who we are today, which is subject to change due to how we analyze and embrace information. So we begin to embrace religion, spirituality. We begin to embrace our scholarship and the books that we read. We begin to take into consideration the opinions of others and our information that we receive. It is up to the brain to analyze and to feed on the information, to feed upon the spiritual food. But the brain must understand, and the brain must be made to know, just like your stomach, you cannot eat everything. Everything is not palatable. Everything is not good for you. Everything is not nutrition. So the brain must be able to understand by smell and taste that some things you can eat, some things it is best that you leave alone. And your body understands that if you eat the wrong thing, if it is disease, if there's something wrong with it, then the body has the ability to regurgitate, to puke what is bad for the body. Oh man, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. The problem with our religion, the problem with our spirituality, the problem with our getting the information, The problem with our scholarship is that we embrace these things, and we embrace these things as they contain nothing foul. There's nothing to regurgitate. It is all healing. It is all beneficial, and that is not life. So those whose stomach cannot regurgitate or puke the disease and the rotten, the foulness in the food, then you are subject to death. And that's where you find, and that's where we find ourselves right now in this atmosphere. You find yourself among the zombies, the living dead. Their brain is stuck. Their brain is stuck. There is no more evolution. There is no more growth. When you have no evolution, when you have no more growth, then that life form is considered dead. When you die, when anything dies, whether it's grass or elephant, or whether it's an amoeba, or whatever kind of life it is, when your body is filled with disease and sickness, and there's no more growth, there's no more transformation, there's no more life, then you die. These religions and spirituality and your scholarship and your getting the knowledge does not produce further human being proper growth or evolution. So you're dealing with and surrounded by those unable to use their brain to continue to help them in their maturity in this life. So in society and around us, we have people who are brain dead. And when you are brain dead, they consider you comatose, or you are called a zombie. And a zombie is somebody who is dead but act like, perform, they behave like they're alive, but they're dead. You're zombies. So if you take the religion away from them, if you take their spirituality away from them, if you take their scholarship and their information that they have eating, which they believe has no detriment, that is not foul, that is in some kind of manner perfect, if you take all this away from these people who they claim God made them, who they claim that God gave them a brain, but they have yet to use the brain, because you should be able to function without religion. You should be able to function without spirituality. You should be able to function without all this information that is not perfect, that has error. And the scholarship, you should be able to function without it. But they cannot function. If you take the religion and their spirituality and their books and their information and all this scholarship that they claim, what do they have? You have empty human beings that have nothing to offer because they cannot think for themselves. I would challenge you, make videos. I would challenge you to write books making no reference to religion, no reference to spirituality, no reference to outside of yourself. You are a human being. You are a grown person. You are a grown man and woman. You're supposed to be able to function outside of the thoughts and the influence of others prior to yourself. This is not to say we don't learn. This is not to say that we don't learn from our parents. This is not to say that we don't learn from our teachers. This is not to say that we don't learn from those who are no longer with us that left us information and books. But it is wise and it is expedient upon us first to be able to learn who and what we are by using our brain. We are individuals. You are not your scholar. You are not your information. You're not your religion that somebody else created. You're not your spirituality that you did not create. All these beliefs, all these opinions, all this information came from somebody outside of yourself. So the question is raised, who are you? I am always asked, AngelSnup 7, where are you getting your information from? Who are you talking to? Because you don't understand that AngelSnup 7 has learned and always been a person. I use my brain. I think for myself. I've always been that. And AngelSnup 7 has matured beyond religion, spirituality, getting the information, the scholarship, the teachings. AngelSnup 7 has learned how to use his brain. So now the things that AngelSnup 7 present to us comes from AngelSnup 7. So when I talk to you, I want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to the Bible. I don't want to talk to the Quran. I don't want to talk to John Henry Clark. I don't want to talk to the scholars and the teachings. I want to talk to you. But you don't know anything because you have not allowed your brain, you have not allowed yourself to think for yourself, to come to your own conclusions, to feed yourself. Wow. You're feeding in the hog trough of others who were not perfect, others who could be wrong, and I'm telling you, they were wrong. Look at the society that they left you in. If their scholarship and their religion was so great, how could they leave us in the condition and the situation that we're in? Is it a good situation or bad? Talk to me now. Apparently, it's not all that great.
Just keep it going.
Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Right. Let's get this party started quickly. Right. Okay. Now, I thought for sure. And see, when you're dealing with pieces of garbage, they can't be trusted. When you're dealing with people that's trash, you better not go to sleep. You have to keep one eye open because they will say one thing and do another. I assume that I would not be talking about this creep nor the other dingbat, which is the topic of this video. I assume they would be neutral and they would just do their so-called work. I'm out here doing my work. Work you never see. And if they do show some work, it's some tiddlywink crap to make them feel good. It does nothing to benefit anyone except themselves. It's some tiddlywink crap that don't affect their pocket. So it's not a sacrifice. They don't suffer. They still go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac. The little tiddlywink garbage they do don't mean nothing. Just some feel good. Impress another wacko that ain't doing nothing. They impress themselves with nothing. So I have this brother Bakari, another Pan-African sewer rat, but in his case, the Pan-African slimy squid, because he's slimy. I thought for sure, and I need to stop thinking for sure, because I'm dealing with pig pen people that wallow in the mud. You can't trust them. But I assume they would be neutral. I would not have to say anything about these bozos, these clowns, these circus freaks, these Barnum and Bailey weirdos putting on a show. Pretending to be active, actively doing nothing. You're active, but you produce nothing. So we have the slimy squid. I'm not making no beef videos. I don't go back and forth. And you have what's his name? This other guy we're gonna talk about, which is the main subject. The drunk Negro Einstein, mental man. You have these persons. Not gonna make any beef video. I'm not gonna go back and forth with no videos with Sniffalopicus. I'm not gonna do that. Well, you know you're not gonna do that because Sniffalopicus is gonna smash you like we just did the demons of darkness. Our traitor Sister Noble went out and gathered all the enemies she could find, including y'all suckers, but y'all stayed in the background. Gathered all the enemies, people she thought that don't like AngelSnup 7. I'm going to gather all of us under one roof. And we're going to give this AngelSnup a whooping that he cannot recover. Problem is, if you want to destroy, if you want to smash and crush AngelSnup, you got to bring the truth. No slander, no jokes, no gossip, receipts, logical commentary. If you cannot do that, you're just going to expose yourself for being stupid, for even attempting to do the impossible, because you cannot expose AngelSnup 7 and you don't have reality. You don't bring truth, just your emotion. You hope that people believe you on face value. But real information Real receipts overcome emotion. Real logical commentary overcomes emotion. And that's what you saw. So the Legion of Doom failed. And they cannot hang with us. Your best bet is to keep our names out of your mouth, go about your business, and do your work. Show us how it's supposed to be done. But you wasn't doing anything prior to you being angry with AngelSnup 7, and you're not going to do nothing after your anger with AngelSnup 7. Y'all, these people are just computer revolutionaries. They have no background doing nothing on the ground. They have no history doing nothing grassroots. Just a bunch of churchgoers. Well, at least one of them admit, I'm just a churchgoer. Well, they confused, they're flip-flopper. I'm a churchgoer, then I'm comedic, then I'm agnostic. They don't know what the hell. I wrote a book, God is on trial. Now I made a mistake. I need to write a book to counter the other book. It's all screwed up. It's all messed up. When you don't stand for something, you go for anything. And that's what you see with these, I don't know what you want to call them. They want to pretend to be some type of revolutionary. Nowhere close. Nowhere close. Just a bunch of talk. So we did not expect really to be talking about this Barnum and Bailey duo, because this one right here, the slimy squid, says, I don't beef. I told my children, I'm not going to go on the internet. I'm not going to beef with nobody. I'm not going to go out in the public and beef with nobody. I'll talk to you over the telephone. I'll talk to you on email, but I'm not going to beef with nobody in the public. But at the same time, these hypocrites. But you can go in the chat room, sir, and you can spew your nasty, prejudiced, biased comments, hateful comments, and your damn lies in the chat room. I talked about your mother. You bastard, you're a liar. I talked about your grandchild. You are a bastard. You are a liar. I hate liars. Because you have no game. Because you have no truth. So the only thing you can do is make up some lies to gain sympathy. Because your punk ass, pitiful ass, weak ass Pan-Africanism is a joke. So you got to make up a lie to gain emotion for your pitiful ass. Oh, he talked about my mama, which is a lie. He talked about my grandchild, which is a lie. Old ass loser. You're a loser in life. I just watched one of your pitiful, pathetic live streams. You went out, you got about, what, 10 people on the panel? That make you feel good? And all of y'all not united. All of y'all have different visions and plans, doing different stuff, because you're not brothers. You're doing your thing, and the rest of them suckers is doing their thing, which equals to a big fat zero. Because if you're not united, if you're not organized, it equals to a big fat zero. You're a zero. The sewer rat guy Nolly Woods Jr. is a zero. All of the people on your panel, a big zero. If you accomplish anything, it's only going to be enough to benefit you and your family. Does nothing for the community. A little handful of people. What, 20 people? 15? Maybe 30? make you feel good. You might as well take your ass to church and put a pig foot in your mouth and holler and scream and dance like Sister Noble, waiting on Black Jesus to return. This Bakari talk behind your back. He'll say one thing to you and go to somebody else that he pretend he's a peacemaker and say something else different to them. And he believes the lies of your enemy. Now, myself and Brother Maurice, as you know, we haven't had the best relationship throughout the years. But when somebody brought to my attention that some white woman is claiming to be Maurice's girlfriend or a former girlfriend of Maurice Muhammad, I just ignored that. I'm not going to use that because there's no evidence. Where's the real proof? They had some text messages or some screenshots of some garbage. If you are a girlfriend of Maurice Muhammad, like you claim, show your face, tell us who you are, so that we can do a background check on you, so we can find out who the hell you are, what you look like. There's no pictures there. The evidence is too damn weak. When AngelSnup 7 drop on your happy ass, it's strong. But this man, who at the time, he's supposed to be cool with Brother Maurice. And he, just like Sister Noble's supposed to be cool with me, this man believed the rumor. Believed the stuff that he was being told about his brother Maurice having this Caucasian girlfriend. Just like Sister Noble immediately believed the crocodile tears of this Aaliyah Muhammad. See, these weak-ass people, pathetic losers, non-thinking slime, you don't want this kind of crap around you. You do not want. So he's a liar. I don't beef in the public. Yes, you do. When you put your nasty comments about me, your damn lies about me in the chat room, that's in the public. The only thing it shows, you're not man enough to face me. Let's do it video by video. Bring your Pan-African garbage. You came to my platform and I made your happy ass cry on my platform. That truth was whooping your ass. You can be an African all you want to. Not on my platform. Not in reality. And if you are African, you are a very embarrassment to them. What African are you? Who's your relatives? My DNA. No, who is your relatives over there? Who you related to? Who do you go see in Africa? What country you go to? None. Because you're non-African. You're non-African. It's a damn feel-good lie. And yes, if you and this guy, the Negro Einstein, the drunk Negro Einstein, if you have the right to promote your Pan-African trash, garbage, and he has the right to promote religion and other crap and talk about it, whatever, why can't I talk about it? Why can't I talk against it? If you have the right to promote it, we have the right to question it. We have the right to challenge. If your feelings get hurt, that's too damn bad. Change your religion. It must be something wrong with it. I hurt your feelings. I don't give a damn about your feelings. The reason why your feelings hurt, because you know something wrong with it, and you feel I make you feel stupid and silly, because you're too damn grown, you're an adult, and you still believe in Santa Claus garbage. Marcus Garvey is dead. You're not following no Marcus Garvey. Look, sir, Marcus Garvey is dead. You're not following Marcus Garvey. You talk about Marcus Garvey because Marcus Garvey is dead. And you make Marcus Garvey into anything you want to because he is dead. Gone. You are lost, misguided, pitiful, pathetic loser. Your best bet is to keep my name out your mouth. I don't live in your world. Your world is a fantasy world. Delusional. Wakanda world. But I already know that you and the drunk Negro Einstein already know that y'all have no character. You have no content of character. You have no honesty. You have no integrity. Because you are buddies and friends with the Pan-African sewer rat, which has no character, who is a liar and a stalker and a false flagger, a creep, a Pan-African all-around creep. So how did I meet this person? How did I get to know this Gary Wilson, this cuckoo cutter, the drunk Negro Einstein? Where he come from? As usual, these people find me. It's something about a video they saw of mine, and they come to my channel. I don't know where these people come from. I know I did not go to their channel. You're not talking about nothing. We're not even on the same level. You talk about metaphysics, metamucil, or whatever. I'm not interested in those things. Why would I be attracted to your channel or whatever the hell you say? These people was attracted to me probably because of one of my pro-blackity black type videos back in the day. I was probably talking about the white man or something. Who knows? I was more blackity black back in the day because I didn't know any better. I didn't know. I know different now. So when I first learned of Gary Wilson, which I didn't even know who his name was, I knew him as the son of Will. That's what he was. And I really didn't know what his philosophy, his beliefs, or ideology was. I thought he was some kind of comedic protege or something. I don't know what he was. I know he was some type of blackity black something. And he tells us that he was a follower or listener of Malachi J. York. So you see where Malachi J. York is. Malachi J. York is a damn rapist serving 135 years in prison for raping children, including his own children, and all kinds of other stuff. You following this madman, but you so smart. You are Einstein. The first problem that this man had with me was that I questioned the moon landing. And I still question the moon landing. I also question the Holocaust. I'm not saying that the Holocaust did not happen. I am saying that 6 million Jews did not die in the Holocaust. That's what I'm saying. I question the African transatlantic slave trade. I do not question that it didn't happen. I question with the numbers of people you claiming 100 million died in the Middle Passage, I question these numbers. Where are these numbers coming from? And there's a lot of questions when it comes to the Holocaust and the African transatlantic slave trade. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered, and it's a lot of ducking and dodging. They want you, there's a certain group of people who just want folks to accept things on face value. This is how it is. Okay, I'm listening to your story, but it don't sound right. Something don't make any sense. And for those who watch Judge Judy, if it don't make sense, chances are it's not true. There's a lot of questions I have about the moon landing, but Gary Wilson, the drunk Negro Einstein, says, and he believes that America went to the moon. The first thing, or the first question that I raise is, if America really went to the moon, we should be going back and forth to the moon like it's normal by now. Because when people travel and they begin to go to a place, they don't stop going. The traffic does not decrease, the traffic increase. Why isn't this seen as far as the moon? The only thing you see them do is go to the space shuttle, which is orbiting the Earth, nowhere close to the moon. And there's just a lot of questions. And the main people that was affiliated with the moon landing, they mysteriously died. See, there's a lot of questions. I just can't do that. I just can't do that. If Gary wants to believe in the moon landing, that's your business. I think it's a big lie. One of the biggest hoaxes, one of the biggest frauds in history, including the fraud of Jesus Christ. Jesus is a fraud. Jesus never existed. Never. As a black man or a white man. God does not exist. It's all fake. It's all fraud. It's all a hoax. So Gary gets real upset. He gets so upset, making threats. Physical violence. Physical violence. And see, the thing about Gary is that he will commit physical violence. Gary will. He's a violent person. An evil person. And he wasn't even drunk. But that's how it is when you get involved with religion and these beliefs. It makes people violent. It makes them evil. It does not make them peaceful. It makes them violent. It makes them vulgar. It makes them nasty and profane. Listen to them. You don't have to take my word. Look at them. Study them. Listen to them. And so Gary finally calmed down. And I invited him to my Blog Talk Radio. And we had a civil conversation. And we departed ways civilly. And I never heard from Gary, son of Will, again. I never heard from him. Now, in the meantime, Cuckoo Cutter, the drunk Negro Einstein, he's going through some things in his life of which he's talked about. He's talked about his substance abuse problem. More so liquor, but I also suspect a certain amount of drug use also. They usually go hand in hand. But we'll take him for his word. But see, you can't take these people on their word, because he might tell us about the liquor you know, being a drunk, but he won't talk about the crack that he probably smoked or the heroin he shot. He might not tell us about that. Don't tell all your business. You want to get sympathy and you want to get praise because I was able to overcome my drug addiction, my alcohol abuse. Gary said that he took a baseball bat or something and hurt somebody and was facing serious felony charges. But the mental man, he was able to change his life around, and we applaud him. Yes, there's nothing wrong with that. We applaud him for being able to break out of the cycle for a little while. He's able to control his temper. Probably went to some kind of class, you know. White man got to show you how to control your temper. The white man got to show you how to leave drugs alone. The crack of the peckerwood is the one that introduced us to drugs and alcohol. Now he got to turn around and show you how to, because you can't do it yourself. You're too damn dumb. All your mental capacity, you want to be so smart. You think that you're some type of Einstein, but you're too damn dumb. You don't know how to control your temper. You need drugs and alcohol to function. Then it took a cracker, take the white man to come and show you how to control yourself. But you want to come on YouTube and front like you got it going on. And you weak as hell. You can't even function without a beer. You can't function without some vodka. You can't even function without putting something to smoke in your damn mouth. And who knows what else you put in your mouth. It could be male or female, because y'all freaks like that. So he gets his psychology degree. Oh man, he already think he's smart because all the information and the scholarship he got from his Nubian days. So now he combines his Nubian days with his psychology and sociology degree. I believe that's what he claims to get. And these are degrees which is the easiest to obtain when you're going to seek knowledge in schools of higher learning. Psychology, or rather psychology is not even a respectable, it is not even respected in a respected discipline. The Holy Bible of Psychology is a book called The Diagnostic Symptoms Manual. And when you first open the book, it tells you, this is theory. This is I believe. Psychiatry and psychology is based upon theory, not fact, like the Bible and the Quran. Where do you live? We can handle this like men
I will come to where you are, and I will whoop your ass. 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 Where do you live? We can handle this like men. I will come to where you are, and I will whoop your ass. Black man should want to be with. She's not a sister. She's not a queen. She's a man. And she gives sisters a bad name. Real talk. So brothers, stay away from women like this. Stay away from like this where she's looking at another man from a ghost point of view. And let me tell this to this noble Levine. Let me tell you something. You there is a disgrace. You said you worship Jesus. You claim that Jesus is a black man, but you never seen Jesus. You never seen Jesus. You got black men out here grinding, trying to protect and serve our sisters, and you overlooked us, and you still overlooking us. You're an ungrateful piece of shit. Like Rashida, what's her name? Rashida Schroeder, whatever her name is, the so-called dark-skinned activist. She claimed that she didn't hear about the Black Panther comic. She didn't read none of the comic books. She wasn't familiar with it. And then when she finally saw it with her daughter, she's bashing the movie, talking about, oh, these people wasn't dark enough. Really? Really? You're an ungrateful piece of shit. You know what? I'm your God. You worship me. And let it be the last time you coming on my chat live disrespecting me. Let it be the last time.
I think he wished that he could be with me sexually. I got a feeling. I got a feeling. You know what I mean? I think he wants some of this. I really do. I think he wants some of this stuff. You know, but I'm too far away. See, I'm too far away from him, and you know, he needs some attention.
Just keep it going.
Donate to Afghan. I got the answer. I can handle the hard question.
See, they say that AngelSnup 7 don't care about the people. But AngelSnup 7 cares about the people because I'm bold enough to tell you the truth, and I don't give a damn if you give me a dime. I'm not looking for your money.
This is it. Shoe Show is celebrating 50 years in business with a huge warehouse sale this weekend and this weekend only. Save big on all of the top brands that you and your family want to wear. Nike, Skechers, Reebok, Timberland, New Balance, and more. All of the top brands, all of the popular styles, and over 60,000 pairs to choose from. So listen, if you wear shoes, then you must be at the Shoe Show warehouse sale this weekend. Take I-85 to exit 55 and then follow the signs and go online at shoeshow.com. The Shoe Show warehouse sale this weekend only.
I hate you, Shoe Show. I hate you, Shoe Show. I should do. I'm gonna get in my car and make a bad video about Shoe Show. Matter of fact, this day is over. I'm going to get in my car and go all the way to Shoe Show and protest Shoe Show. I got fired from Shoe Show. I got fired from the law firm. I got fired from the bus station. I'm tired of getting fired.
Well, lady, maybe the whole problem is you. You got an attitude. There we go. I don't have a lot to say. Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, Ron. We can talk. I don't know why people don't like talking to me. I don't bite, I don't think. Terry Ellis will tell you I don't bite, you know. So anyway.
She's a lady, sophisticated lady, mother of mankind. Ooh, she's so divine. The charm of a girl, she's the strength of the world. Like a diamond in the rough, she's sweet but she's tough. She's meek, she's mild, takes care of business with a smile. The warm attitude, so cool when you're rude, sweet when she freaks ya. You're wrong, she'll dismiss ya. With such style and such grace, she brings class to the place. When she walks through the room, you'll have to assume that she's a lady. Oh, such a lady. Such a lady. She's a lady. Oh yeah. Sophisticated lady. She's a lady. She's a lady. Well, such a lady. Such a lady. She's a lady. Sophisticated lady. To the women of the world who cannot relate, it takes more than good looks or how well you can cook. It takes more than just teasing and pleasing a man. It's like a religion. It takes practice and vision. There's no substitute. You got to be real. There's no way you can fake it. Follow all the rules. Walking tall with your pride straight ahead, riding high, and they'll say she's a lady. Oh, such a lady. Such a lady. She's a lady. Oh yeah.
Theory, not fact, like the Bible and the Quran. Psychiatry and psychology is based upon theory, and I assume what might be a mental illness in American culture may not be a mental illness in Great Britain or Ghana or the Sudan. It's theory. It's not factual. It says it right there in the diagnostic symptom manual itself. And psychiatry is a flip-flopper. Prior to 1972, I believe, homosexuality was considered a mental illness. But then those who control psychiatry flip-flop, because the majority of them, a lot of them were homosexuals, and they did not want to be seen as having a mental illness, and they changed it. So now homosexuality can be considered normal behavior. Is not a mental illness. An illness or disease is an illness or disease. You cannot flip-flop. The coronavirus is a virus, it's a disease. You cannot flip-flop and talk about, oh, it's healthy now. That's not how disease and virus and sickness work. But then again, psychiatry and psychology is not real. And y'all talk about psychiatry and psychology like it's real. It's not real. It's fraud, it's fake. So when you see them debating and talking about people's illnesses and disease, it's just one person showing their fraud. Do my fraud sound better or more logical than the other person's fraud? It's all fake. Psychiatry and psychology is fake. And then they give you all these tranquilizers. All these psycho drugs is nothing but tranquilizers. And most of them have hideous side effects which affect the kidneys and affect the heart most of the time. You're going to be a dead sucker, probably be dead in your grave by the time you're 60, 50-something. These drugs kill you, destroy your heart and your kidneys. So I assume, now he tells us he didn't really like working in this sociology, psychology field. He really didn't like that. Or maybe the fact he just couldn't make it. We don't know. People don't tell the truth. So he ends up going to truck driving school. So now he's cool cutter trucker, truck driver. You do not make mockery of people's employment. Whether he wants to be a school psychiatrist or he wants to drive a truck, that's fine. He's working, taking care of himself, taking care of his family. It's all gravy. It's all gravy. But the problem is, you're a damn trucker, in which he admits this. I'm just a trucker. I don't know. No, you say you really don't know this and you just a trucker putting out your opinion. No, sir. You are spitting knowledge. You know. It's not your opinion. You know. You one of these fake-ass scholars, self-made scholars, no different than Dr. Inky, Dr. Ali Muhammad, Dr. Reggie, or any of these other, Brother Polite, all these scholars, Young Pharaoh. You in the same category as they are, except you try to pretend you're not like them. But when we listen to you talking how you carry yourself, you're no different than they are. And you mix your psychiatry, what you learn from psychiatry and sociology, you mix it with that Nuwabian stuff. But what you have learned how to do is there's some part of that Nuwabian stuff you push to the side, and now you blend it and mix it all in. So that makes you still what you call me, crazy. You're the crazy one. Y'all the crazy nutcases. Because it's all still based in belief and opinion. It's not factual. Because if it was factual, then you could stand toe-to-toe with AngelSnup number 7. But it's not factual. It's opinionated. It has a lot of loopholes. It has a lot of weak spots and error and flaws. And that's why you're angry. Because you know AngelSnup number 7 is not going to let you get away with nothing. So I have not seen this man. I have not thought about this man in 9, 10, 11 years or whatever. And I'm a truck driver. I've been driving trucks ever since 1982. Something like 86, something like that. 86, I think it was. I'm not really sure. I was 20. I was 22. Whatever the legal, because I think you have to be at least 21 to drive a truck. So whenever I turned 21 or 22, that's when I went to truck driving school. So trucking is not new to me. I know about trucking. I don't claim to be a scholar. I was a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad under the guidance of Minister Louis Farrakhan. And you see where that got me. Got me nowhere. But I didn't know. I was 18, 19 years old. I was a child. I didn't know no better. But like the Bible said, when I was a child, I spoke like a child. But when you become an adult, you have to put away childish things. So I had to put Louis Farrakhan away. A road to nowhere. And you have these grown men and women, 30, 40, 50, 60, still following Islamic Santa Claus. So I'm in the truck stop. They have a McDonald's in the truck stop. And this person tries to get my attention, calling me Tariq. I'm like, no, I'm not no Tariq. And I said, no, you mean Tariq Nasheed? He said, no, Tariq. Then he said, Nub, 7 Snup. I said, yeah. He said, it's me, son of Will. I'm like, what? Now, see, this is the thing. You don't have that kind of impact on me. Here I am, you haven't seen me, and you damn sure haven't seen me wearing a ragged-ass gray beard, but you was able to recognize me and know me. I don't know who the hell you are. So that goes to show you the impact that I had on you, but you still want to believe in your nonsense. Because the only thing that I brought to you was reality. The only thing I brought to you was soul power. The only thing I brought to you was life, but you rather stay in death because you still want to drink, you still want to drug, you like the comforts of this wicked, nasty, filthy-ass world. And we had a good conversation. We had a good meeting. Cuckoo Cutter and this other brother that was with him. And so later, I would invite Cuckoo Cutter to my platform. And I grew to respect him. But he did not respect me. He did not respect what I was putting down. But I respected him. I have the right to criticize and question and analyze. I respect your belief. You have the right to do that. I also have the right to question and speak on it the way I feel it needs to be spoken of. And the reason why I speak so harsh about these beliefs and these ideologies is because they're doing us no good. You're not evolving as a human being. You're not unifying yourself. You're going deeper and deeper into the abyss. So yeah, you need to be talked about because you're a damn fool. Because you're choosing death over life. I even put Gary in my paperwork. Should something happen to me, please call him and let him know that I am no longer in this life. That's how close and that's how I felt to Gary. Unfortunately, people aren't what they claim to be. And actually, it was his being a drunk that would expose him for being who he was. Because you noticed and all of us saw on the platforms, when Gary started getting drunk, he began to speak exactly how he felt. The hell with you. Nobody give a damn about the Mississippi campaign. Nobody give a damn about what we talking about. You ain't nothing. All of us ain't nothing. We're nothing. Nobody. That's how he always felt. But when he's sober, he puts on this show. Yeah, the Mississippi campaign, it can probably work. And we need to, you can do this and do that. That's a good idea. Mississippi campaign. Now, at the same time, he want to give me all these ideas. He said, Snup, if you want more views, you need to change your look. Get a microphone. Put a different background behind you. Giving me. Why don't you do that? Give me the equipment. Give me the microphone. Buy me the background. All the things you're talking about, he's a trucker. He makes good money. If you really want me to be that way, Buy it for me, and I'll do it. As you can see, he ain't buy me a damn thing. These people tell you what you should and should not do, but they do not help. I don't give a damn about what you're talking about, and you're not helping. Why the hell should I take in consideration what you're talking about? You're not helping me. I don't give a damn about what you're talking about. I'm doing just fine with no microphone. I get just as much attention as you do. Now, this is what he did when he got angry and upset and mad. He went out and got the microphone and the software, the Photoshop software. He got all that for himself. Wouldn't help me none, but got the nerve to open his mouth to tell me what I should and should not do. But he did it for himself. Fake ass Negroes. He did it for himself. And before he got angry at me, he told me, I'm going to donate to your hospital fund. This man is a truck driver. I know what kind of money he makes. Didn't send me a dime. Now this is before he got angry. They didn't send me a dime. These fake ass people. Now here's somebody that you actually know. Here's somebody that you call a friend. You're not going to help me, and I'm in the hospital, but you're going to get on this board with all these other silly suckers on Bakari's live stream and act like they your brother and y'all in love with each other. Oh, that's a fake. Oh, that's a fraud lie. I'm sick of it. I've been around that kind of stuff for over 45 years. Ain't nothing but church stuff. It's Barnum and Bailey. Nothing real about it. And that goes to show that you are a liar. You're not a man of your word. Because of a man of his word would have said, hey, you pissed me off, but I told you I was going to donate to your medical fund, and I'm going to do that, and I don't have nothing else to do with you. That's what somebody with good character would do. And there's no reason for you to be angry with me now. But you thought I was supposed to be your slave. You got drunk and wanted me to debate a Pan-African, and I was sick, and you don't give a damn if I'm sick. Matter of fact, the reason why Alquan and you and some of these other suckers, y'all want to try to debate me because you knew that I was sick. So you thought that you might have an advantage if you can get me while I'm sick. That's what that was all about. But I'm not interested in debating a Pan-African. I kicked all the Pan-Africans and all the blackity black folks off my channel. So why would I come to your channel and want to debate with a Pan-African freak that is no longer on your channel, that disrespected, that later on nobody don't even want nothing to do with anyway? They kicked him off, that JJ guy. And then while he's angry because I won't debate this Pan-African, while he's angry, I am sending him a private text, and everything I'm texting to him, he's telling the people that I don't even talk to. Why are you telling them what I'm telling you in this text? Why are you doing that? And so what really made him angry is that I did not say he did. Well, actually he do. The sex part I did not say he did. But Gary has a dog in his truck. Like that Karen S. They sleep with animals. They sleep with dogs. They have no boundaries. They have no class. So if you got a dog sleeping with you in your bed and you're in your pajamas, you got your vagina out, you got your penis out, and you got a dog sleeping in your bed, who's to say that dog didn't get the licking? And who's to say you did not like it? Of course you're not going to tell nobody that you like it. A dog don't know. Dog lick you in your face, lick your hands, lick your leg, and a dog will lick your penis, will lick your vagina, and y'all a bunch of freaks. You have no boundaries. You can say anything and do anything, and all of this is supposed to be acceptable. Who's to say that you was laying there and you drunk? We know that you're a drunkard. You laying there drunk with your dangling hanging out, and that dog didn't get the licking. We don't know. And then you have these animals, they live in your house. That fur, I don't care how much you brush that dog, that damn hair always gonna be dropping in your truck, in your house. Dog spit, the dog licking. Oh, it's nasty. It's just nasty. And I will say this in my conclusion. Now, Karen S. don't have any children. But this guy and this guy, they have children. They call themselves fathers. You're not a father. Because a father would know. You're both comfortable slaves. One is pretending they want better. Like this guy. He pretending he want to go to Africa. He's the great pretender. Flossing. Feel good rhetoric. Even look like a pork eating preacher. You're not no father to nobody. You're sperm donors. And you don't give a damn about your children. The only thing you want to do is have fun. Enjoy your life while you're here. Pretend like you're doing something. And Gary made it very clear. He already made it clear he don't want to do anything. He's not even a real brother. A full-fledged brother. I would call him that. But according to Pan Africans, he's not black. He's a mulatto. He's a multiracial person. We can accept him being a soul brother. But under Pan Africanism and under all this blackity black stuff, you're not accepted. But they tolerate you because you don't step on their feet. And they might be able to get something out of you, get some money out of you. You know, they want to use you. That's all Pan-African and blackity black, that's all they do is use people and then throw you away like toilet paper. That's all they do. But these are not fathers. Gary is a sperm donor. He just want to be happy with your fake ass religion, your fake ass ideology, you patriotic to America. Gary lives in a delusional world talking about his trucking company is his family. As long as you're making them money, sir, you're their family. As soon as you're not making any money for your family, they will kick you to the curb. Sorry, we can no longer use your service. Wreck that truck. Do something stupid with that truck, and you're going to find out real quick how much your family loves you. But they like to live in la-la land. And so he goes to the trucking terminal and take pictures with all these suckers. They don't give a damn about you. Of course they love you. They love the fact that you're making money and giving your life to them, risking your life every day on that truck to make them money. They don't give a damn about you. This guy live in delusions. Wakanda. Fake ass history. That's not real. They live in dream worlds. But they are not fathers, because a father is not going to tolerate putting their children in a position to continue to be dependent upon an oppressor. A father wants to put their children in a position so they can make laws and policies of their own and control resources of their own. Dictate their own destiny. Control their destiny. The Pan-African slimy squid claimed that's what he want. But the only thing he want to do is leave the white man and be a slave to some Africans. If that's what you want to do, more power to you. I'm not going to be nobody's slave. The hell with their laws and policy. The hell with the crack. I want to do my own thing. I want to be like salt and pepper. I want to express myself. I don't want to be the African. I want to be me. I'm soul brother number one. My ancestors labeled themselves soul brothers and sisters. Since y'all got all this scholarship and you know all this history, they know all the history except the history of the black man and woman, soul brothers and sisters in America. They know about Kemet. They know about Ethiopia. They know about history from 100 million years ago, but they don't know American black history. If you understood and knew that, you would be proud of it. And you would want to support your ancestors who are alive right now. Not 5,000 years. They're right now. Brother Bakari's father helped create this. He don't want to give his father no props. He did not build, he did not fight in Africa. He built and sacrificed and suffered in America. You dimwit. So you the one that disrespect the ancestors, not me. My ancestors are alive. A lot of them are still alive in nursing homes and in our houses. Our grandfathers, our grandmothers, great-grandfathers, they're still alive. A lot of them right now. They suffered and they bled and they died. Jim Crow. The black codes. Some of them avoided getting lynched. They still alive right now. And you just want to ignore them for some fantasy world that you done made up. I'm not going to do it. And you can say anything you want. Do anything you want. As long as I have breath, I'm going to stand on the black man, American black man and woman, soul brothers and sisters in America. If Africa want to be my friend, we can be friends. But I am not you. I'm not that. I'm not going to put on a costume and pretend to be something I'm not. And I'm damn sure not going to be a damn drunk in the street, comfortable with a bottle, driving a truck up and down the road, have no purpose in my life. I'm a grown-ass man, and the only purpose you have in your life is to drive a truck to make some crackers rich. The hell with that. Soul power. Life power. That's what my ancestors gave me. Nobody gave you nothing. My ancestors, I was born in soul power. So I know what it's about. I don't have to pretend. I lived in it. I was born in it. You never lived in Africa. These are the funky divas of soul. They know exactly what I'm talking about. Our parents, they died and bled. They gave this to us. That's my foundation. Not no damn Africa, not no damn Egypt, not no damn Bible, not no damn Quran. My people here. And their struggle and their sacrifice. Creating their own identity, creating their own label, embracing their own unique, original self. And that's what we build on. And they were successful. And if you understood our parents, if you understood our real ancestors, you could be successful yourself. But you're all confused. Confused in religion, confused in your identity, confused as a person. You have not evolved as a human being. You still Toby, you still black, you still African. You still carry the labels of your oppressor. You still embrace the racial construct that was forced upon the world by racists. And you wonder why you can't progress. I say to us that it's time that we get on board the soul train, that we now truly be raised from the dead and be brought to life so that we can create the heaven on earth and go to that promised land that the Bible and Dr. King spoke about. The Bible said, we are gods. And the tool to get you there is your brain. Learn how to use your brain. Because that's really the soul. We already 5,000. Jot down your comments. We'll catch y'all on the flip. Peace.